What do parrots, hostage negotiators, and your own communication have in common? Watch this video to find out. Hi, my name is Frankie Kemp and I help specialists in tech communicate up, down and around their organisations so that they become less vanilla and much more thriller. Chris Voss, ex-hostage negotiator and author of Never Split the Difference, talks about parroting as a technique, which basically means exactly what you think, the repetition.
This repetition consists of 1 to 3 words of what the other person has just said.
Now, not every single thing that somebody says needs to be parroted because that would seem a little bit odd, but it is an underused technique that will help you in 3 particular contexts. Firstly, when you negotiate. Secondly, when you are challenged on something, for example, accused of doing something that you might not have done. And thirdly, when you need to buy yourself a little bit of time to think. So I'm going to go into those right now. Firstly, in negotiations, use parroting of the last 1 to 3 words of what has just been said. And it doesn't have to be the very last 1 to 3 words of what the other person said. It could be what you have heard previously within that utterance. It causes the other individual to then add explanations, add rationales, and that gives you more information, insight, and it exposes any underlying motivators in the other party. And that's why it can be used so effectively in negotiations. Next, you're in a presentation and someone's asked you a question, but you don't know the answer. Repeat the question. It's the simplest way of buying time. Now, when I train people how to speak spontaneously, like off the cuff when someone's collared them and asked them a question, again, repeating what you've just heard not only indicates to the other person that you have heard them, but at the same time allows you a little bit of time to think. Very simple to do and effective. And often another effect is that the person will then rephrase what they've just said, which leads me on to the next point. The next benefit of parroting or repeating back is to challenge someone without challenging them. For example, someone says, "You never do the washing up," and you say, "Never?" Then you'll find that they start to add more information, and that might sound like this. Well, when I said never, I meant last Wednesday and September the 17th of 2 years ago. And then you'll say, "Okay, well, I'll make sure that I always do the washing up then." But it does make people question their assumptions and helps you to annihilate their accusations with a bit of reality without seeming to explicitly do so. And there we have it, 3 reasons to use parroting or repetition of the 1 to 3 words that you've just heard in order to negotiate, buy time, and challenge people without outwardly, explicitly challenging them. Want to become a communication ninja? Click subscribe now. And I'll ensure that you're one of the first people to be notified as soon as another one of my videos comes out.